What's up everyone, my name's Kyler. I go by F30 Skirt on Instagram and YouTube. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I pretty much just make videos on my car. It's a BMW 340i. Just document my detailing process, products that I use, and also photography, maintenance, DIY, and all the mods that I do to the car. If you guys know me, you know that I put a lot of time and effort into my car, detailing it and making sure it's perfect. Nothing's ever perfect, but pristine condition, and I really take pride in keeping my vehicle in a really good condition. With all the hard work that we put in to be able to afford these nicer cars, I like to have peace of mind in knowing that my vehicle is safe at all times, and so that's why today I'm going to be reviewing Carlock. Before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Carlock. I reached out to them, they didn't reach out to me, because I was really interested in this product and adding an extra layer of security and peace of mind knowing that my car is safe at all times. So you pretty much just pay for the device, and then it's a monthly subscription, I think like 10 bucks, but the first month is free, so that's cool. So here's the box. So it just comes with the device right here, and it's just a simple device that will plug into your diagnostic port or your ODB. And then under the device there's a card with your activation code, so all you got to do is download the app and then enter your code, and it's pretty self-explanatory on how it works, so I don't think you guys need any explanation on that. But I will show you all of its features and some of the useful ones that I think are important, so let's get into it. So on F30s, we got the ODB port. It's right under here, under the steering wheel, and that's where most of them are for any car, about 1996 and up. So after you plug it in and connect your app to the device, then what you want to do is go ahead and drive around the block for a little bit, just so the GPS can pick up on your location. Alright, so now let's go into the app and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so it has your general location, just in that circle. So usually like when I'm in my garage, it might say I'm like at the next house over, but it's not super important to have that fine detail. Also, you can see my trip, where I went, and then you can also see this dashboard right here. So it'll tell you the GPS signal, how strong it is to connect to the car, and then also tell you battery power. So will it drain your battery? That's the question, because this device, has to be plugged in when your car is off, maybe overnight or throughout the week, and the answer is no. It won't drain your battery, and it will actually monitor your battery health and alert you if it's running dangerously low or if it's losing power fast. Alright, so part of the dashboard again, you have the log at the bottom. I'm not going to click that because it's going to show you where I live and all that, so yeah. Since this device is a full-time tracker, it'll track every trip you make in the car, point A to B, and it will tell you the time it took you and the exact mileage too. So I don't know, it's kind of handy to know, like if you go to a certain place like on a regular schedule, you can know exactly how long it'll take you to get there. And that way you can plan out your weeks and all that much better. At least that's kind of what I've used it for. I mean, other than that, this isn't like a business car, so I don't really track miles or anything like that, but it could be useful. Back to Smart Lock. So Smart Lock is actually, I think, a separate product that they sell that you can put in your car just to have extra protection, so you can have another device, instead of being in the ODB port, you can have it like in your trunk or hidden somewhere else. And then also part of the Smart Lock screen, there's Timer Lock and Scheduler. So you can pretty much have it lock your car automatically whenever you turn it on and off. So like when you're on the map, you can hit this lock button and that'll put your car in lockdown mode basically. So if anyone goes up and tries to open the door or makes any vibration on the car, starts the car or whatever, you'll get alerted by a really loud alarm. So if you're sleeping, like, this thing will definitely wake you up. And then you can go into settings. There's more customization of the app. So you can do customize your color, the car, you can do supercar, minivan, bunch of other settings as well. So vibration enabled, harsh driving. So the harsh driving and all that, that's actually a really good feature to monitor your teenager if you were a parent. I know I'm glad my parents didn't have this on my car when I was younger. I might be in some trouble. But yeah, I'm not really the one to want to like spy on my kids in the future, but if I have a daughter one day, like, this is going in her car. Like, I want to have that peace of mind of knowing, like, if something happens or if she's driving harsh or aggressively, like, I want to know just in case, you know. It's not that I care like where she's going, but, you know, I just want to make sure that the child is safe. So now I want to show you guys how like the anti-theft and the alert system works. So let's do that. Turn off the car. There you go, I got a notification from earlier. Alright, so let's go back to the map. Come on. Alright. And hit the lock button. Now we're locked. So now I'm just going to open the car. Go ahead and take a seat. And there it goes. Alarm going off. Alright, so now I'm going to try to steal my own car and see what happens. Alright, so here's the map. I'm going to lock the car. Now the area around it turns red. Alright, now I'm going to pretend. Alright. Door is closed. Oh. There we go, already getting a notification. Vibration detected. Alright, let's start up the car. About to drive it like it's stolen. Alright, now we're just gonna drive off. See if it notifies me any further. And I have harsh driving turned off right now, so it's not gonna notify me if someone's like speeding off or something. So I should probably turn that back on. I think typically it'll only notify you once the vehicle is moved like outside of the original circle. Now it's registering the car is moving. And there you go. Vehicle moved. Once it's outside that circle. So all in all, this is an awesome product to have. It's a subscription basis, so it's 10 bucks a month, I know, but it's worth it when you spend, you know, upwards of $30,000 on a car. You kind of want that extra protection, and it shouldn't be too much to you in the long run. I mean, just having that extra peace of mind and being able to fully track your car in real time, that's a pretty good feeling for me. So it'll be handy if you take a car into service, if they don't have to diagnose it or plug their computer into it. And you can see if anyone's driving it crazy, if you take it to a valet or something like that. I don't know if you guys remember that video of a guy freaking out on a valet driver because he was joyriding his Lamborghini. But that was pretty funny. Maybe he had Carlock and that's how he found out. Or maybe he needs to get it so that doesn't happen next time. And back to anti-theft. So I remember a time in college when my friend, he had this like Camaro SS. I think it was like a 2016, all blacked out, you know, super nice. And he lived in this like duplex that was kind of on the edge of a rough side of town in Tallahassee. So one night he was getting groceries and he went around to his trunk to grab the groceries, and then some guy came up to him masked up, pointed a gun to his face and was like, "Yo, give me the keys." So he gave him the keys and the guy drove off. If he had Carlock plugged into his car, he could see exactly where that guy's going and then notify the police to let them know his location. Because even after the fact, they found his car like 50 miles away, just in a field, just burning to a crisp. They stripped it down and everything. So maybe if he had Carlock, he could have notified the police of their location, because typically when someone steals your car and you let the police know, I mean, there's not much they can do. They don't know the location or where they're going, so most of the time the person who steals it ends up getting away. So it's just, you know, extra added layer of protection. And I know some people might say, oh, well, they can just take the device off, but how many of thieves like actually know that that's going to be there? And in the moment, you know, they're like, adrenaline's rushing probably. They're probably not going to think about it. They're just going to drive off, especially in a nice car. They're just going to floor it. So I don't know. It's up for debate. So that's pretty much like my main reason for wanting this device is most of the time I park in my garage, but occasionally I'll stay at a friend's house or preferably a girl's house. And then so that'll be like at an apartment complex or their house where I don't have luxury of parking in a garage. And so I kind of want that extra peace of mind to know if someone's trying to, like, you know, jack my car up and take my wheels off, or just trying to strip my carbon fiber off the car. Like I don't know if you guys know Malaya F30, if you're a BMW person. But she had some guy, she lived in New York, and some guy just like came up and started to try to like rip every piece of carbon fiber off her car. Failed miserably because they obviously didn't realize it's taped down and screwed in and all that, but ended up just damaging her car in the process. And she was able to capture it on a Blackview dash cam, but had no idea it was happening. And if she had Carlock, then she might have known that this guy was out there messing with her car, and she could have gone out there or called the police or something. You know, it's super handy in that regard, and I just want to know if someone's messing with my car, end of the day. So it's a really great product, really good tool to have, and I'm super stoked to be working with this company, Carlock. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, stay tuned for future content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.